What is going on, guys, gals, aliens, and DJ freaks? Welcome to Dano Crypto. On this channel, I show you guys how to make simple and effective and easy moves in the cryptocurrency ecosystem. So let's switch something up real quick right here. We got to get the right imagery here. We got to go bam. All right, so all roads lead to Pepe. You read it right. You saw the thumbnail right. You read the title right. So guys, Pepe has been on fire. It's been absolutely on fire. We're going to cover this. We're going to cover why we think the altcoin summer is just around the corner. People are wondering, when's altcoin season? When's altcoin season? Okay, but we got to test little dip of the toe into an altcoin season in January and March of this year. And now we saw the retracement off of that. We saw liquidity going back into Bitcoin and back into ETH. And now we can see that it's starting to crush up, and altcoins are going to follow suit right after. So, guys, we're going to get into all of the picks that we have been talking about the past couple of weeks, past couple of days. We live stream 2 times a day, Monday through Saturday, Monday through Friday, 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you guys have been following this channel for the past couple months, I really do appreciate it. We've been staying consistent with bringing you the latest news of the most popular coins, the most trending coins, and trending news. Are we back? Are we back? Are we back, guys? Are we back? Are we good? Okay, I think we're good. Okay, we're good. We're good. Holy moly! Holy moly! We lost you guys for a minute. Okay, I think we're good. We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. All right, so OBS just crashed for like 2 seconds. I think it couldn't handle what was going on. All right, let's make sure nothing crazy happened here. We're still good. Okay, all right, guys. Please do me a favor and smash up the likes. All 5 of you that's on YouTube. If you can get the likes up to 10 likes right off the bat before we get started. Sorry, the music is blasting. If we can get the likes to 10 likes before we even get this show on the road, this helps with YouTube and the algorithm and all the stuff. And we want to make sure we do a shout out to all the partners of the channel. And guys, make sure you use all the links in the description. Yeah, pump and dump, Caitlyn Jenner, Soul Printer. Yeah, for real. For real, yeah, we're going to get into that, guys. We're going to get into that. So, yeah, just stick with the channel. Stick with this live stream until the very end. We're going to be live streaming for about 45 minutes. And we are going to get into all kinds of stuff, guys. So make sure you stick around to the very end. All right, let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's get this show on the road. So now we have some bullish movements with the altcoins in the market, but we want to talk about Bitcoin. We're going to talk about Ethereum. We're going to talk about the Dixie. We're going to talk about gold and silver. We're going to talk about what memes are the strongest memes that you can get into right now. And we're going to talk about how we are going to be coming into a altcoin summer. People are wondering when the season is going to be coming. Well, it's the altcoin summer, and it's going to be started by the memes. Now, Pepe is the runner right now that is leading the charge for the ERC20 memes on Ethereum for this run here. But what's actually really good, also with ERC20 tokens like Chainlink, we're seeing some massive volume coming into Chainlink as well. And I think, yes, also I see not me, not you, but who? Mog, yes, Mog. We'll look at Mog. Turbo started seeing some traction. Excuse me, Wojak. So all of these kind of strong memes here. And then we got a Floki. We have Shiba Inu. A lot of stuff. Ponky. We're going to check out Ponky. Ponky just has done absolutely amazing. The Ponky chart looks very similar to the ticker Bitcoin chart right now. The ticker Bitcoin chart is in this bullish megaphone pattern, and we are trading on this bullish megaphone pattern, and we're going to see where we're at here going in the next couple weeks. But first, let's get into Bitcoin. Okay, so Bitcoin, if you watched the Moon Show, we crashed the Moon Show again today with Mr. M. We always have a great time doing the show with Mr. M. If you guys caught that show, thank you for tuning in. But if you didn't, if you didn't get a chance to see it, then we'll get a link in the description, and I'll make sure I post it so you guys can go back and watch that, because we had a nice discussion. We went into a lot of different things, and Mr. M, Maurizio, he's always prepared with the best charts and articles to get you guys, you know, thinking about the future of crypto and where we're at, and just to get the right head on your shoulders. And speaking of head and shoulders, we have an inverse head and shoulders pattern that I think is going to be breaking up to 72,000, which is our target for Bitcoin here in the next couple of days, I believe. So in the next couple of days, we should be seeing some support off of these levels right here, because you got to think, look, we're sitting at support right here to get up and crush this resistance that was at 70,500, which is clearly right here. And now you can see that we will be testing up into 72,000 here in the short term. All right, so now let's check some of the altcoins. We're gonna check the ones that we've been keeping our eye on. So now look, yeah, we'll check Floki. We're gonna check Floki and Pepe. So Floki, what's really interesting about Floki is that it just crushed into the target. Right perfect into the target of the wedge, of a descending wedge. Now, we have a lot of coins right now that are in a descending wedge pattern, and because of this, we know that a descending wedge pattern can break to the upside, tends to break to the upside, and complete its movement back to the wedge, back to the top of the wedge. Now, this is textbook. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a nice wave to get back to these levels, and it still has room to grow. Now, the thing that's happening with SHIB, it's doing this right now. Now watch. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what's going to happen with SHIB. Okay, so then you take that and you counter trade it with Bone. Not counter trade it, but parallel trade it with Bone. And you'll see that you're going to get a 1, 2, 3, 4 with Bone. Okay, so now we'll show you why we're trading this. Because of that SHIB move that has happened in the past, we're in the Bone trade. Now on the 15-minute, got a nice chart here. Here's the levels that we are speculating Bone is going to go when we see a run on SHIB. So when we see a run on Shiba Inu, you're going to see the movements and the money go into Bone. It's going to be crazy. So this is why we're in the Bone trade, because this is a potential... we got to do the measurements here because it's pretty it's pretty substantial. Even just to the middle part, that's a 58% move to the upside. And also to the top of the target, it's an 80% move to the upside here even in the short term, in the next like week or two. So this is what we're keeping our fingers on the dial for these particular altcoins. And now, so we're gonna go into the Dixie, why we think the dollar strength is going to be going down even in an election year, because they can't sustain the inflation. It's just out of control. Money starting to go into actual tech stocks, Bitcoin, hard money, silver, and gold. And so it's pretty apparent that right now, you don't want to hold fiat. You want to hold silver, gold, and Bitcoin and crypto. And it's apparent that that is what is going to help you survive, because if you were to hold your money in fiat and put it in a savings account and listen to Robert De Niro, your brain would go into scrambled egg. Like, don't listen to actors. Don't listen to politicians. These people are insane. They're insane. Listen to businessmen. Listen to people who are actual businessmen and they know how to make money. That's who you actually need to listen to. Listen to real economists that aren't trying to convince you that holding your money in fiat or being in something that anything else besides Bitcoin that's had a return on yearly of 180%, while bonds and stocks and all that stuff, like besides like the S&P 500 or the Nasdaq, like has 10% maybe, but then you go to the yearly Bitcoin returns, 180%. It's undeniable. It's undeniable. And then you got companies like Nvidia up 5%. I mean, the stock is going wild. Okay, so we're looking at a target for $1,630 per one share of NVIDIA, this one company is worth $2.7 trillion. The whole entire crypto market is only $2.5 trillion. So we are earlier than the egg before the chicken, or the chicken before the egg. I mean, we're so early that we're like the microcosm cell, and we are about to become the chicken. I mean, it's going wild, guys. It's going wild. So we want to just make sure you guys understand this and know that 2.5 trillion for the entire crypto market is insane. And then you have Bitcoin dominance here. You have Bitcoin dominance at 53%. Dominance is going down. This means we're going to be sitting at a 51% dominance on Bitcoin while we have money flowing into ETH and the meme coins and a restructuring. So this is going to be very interesting how this turns out. It's going to be really interesting how this ends up turning out. I don't know what happened. We just got a flash of white. So, hold on. All right, let's check our... Did our internet connection go out? No, I think we're good. I think we're good. Let's make sure we're good. We're good. Oh, man. Yeah, it's only up when you zoom out. Yeah, good point. Very good point. I don't know, I think I just got like logged out of my stuff. I don't know what happened here. But yeah, all right, so we could look at this here. This chart, 2017 had these mega green months. June, July, August was the 65% here for Bitcoin monthly returns. And it's really fascinating what we're seeing here that could play out. Is a June, July, August green months, and then a cool off in September, and then we start to just absolutely run in leading up into December, where we have $150,000 per Bitcoin. There we go. Sometimes I have to do a unplug it and plug it back in. My mixer likes to be weird. I think it's good now. All right, shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for being on the stream today. We are trying to get this one page loaded, but it will not do it. I think I know why, but we'll see. Okay. Let's see, is this working? That's working. Okay. Okay, so we've talked about it on the earlier streams, and we talked about it this morning on the Moon Show. That altcoin season, we are sitting at support for altcoin season to run back up to 75, where we were in January this year and March. So January and March was, like I said, the toe tip in the water, little dip in the water, just a little tap into the water, and then we had a cool, and then a sell-off. And so this is why we think we're going to see this. We're going to see some kind of up midpoint 55 index on the altcoins here. And I don't know what happened to this, what happened to the chart here, but it had Pepe, it had all the coins that we've talked about in this metric of the top 50 best performing coins in the last 90 days. And Pepe has been one of those. And sorry guys, my website, I just realized that my website domain, or just my bill, I didn't pay my bill. I gotta pay my bill so my website will go live again. So I do have the crypto bubbles on there, but we could just go to quick crypto bubbles. Let's do that right now. Let's check it. Let's see how the crypto bubbles are happening right now. And we'll just go to the year, and we'll show you that we have here, Pendle, Fetch, Sol, Floki, Bonk, AKT, Caspa, Jasmine Coin, Pepe, Tau. These are all the things that have basically outperformed the entire market on the yearly when it comes to the top 100. You go to the top 200, then you got Pepe Coin that's kind of been dragging along behind the movements of Pepe, and you got Turbo. Yo, shout out to everyone, by the way. I didn't give any shout outs. I'm so sorry. Shout out to Real Mike. Shout out to the Beto. 1998. Shout out to Headband. Shout out to Rosh Karen. Not me, not you, but who. Shout out to Headband. Shout out to all the people that are here. I really do appreciate you. Thank you so much. Okay. All right. So if we can, we're going to go into this. I think this is, I don't know why, but I think this is really annoying. It's really annoying when we have people like Robert De Niro going outside of the Trump case here and having their own press conference outside of the trial, like there's some thugs or something like that. And it's like, really, it's like, honestly, this is how mobsters operate. They kind of operate like that. And it's ironic that Robert De Niro was in mob films, but he's just acting like a mobster in these films. But he's really... I thought I liked Robert De Niro too, but no, I don't like him anymore because he's being a little pansy. It's like the fact that he was calling someone the devil on live TV, and I'm like, dude, come on. Like, no one wants to even listen to you because you're showing how ignorant you are and how you can't use a brain and that you're being paid by the Democrats. Like, basically, like, he's being paid. The dude's being paid. And he's a big crybaby. So it's like, no, if all you can do is just call people names and just you don't have any facts to back it up, I'm not gonna believe you. You're just being paid. You're a paid shill, and go act like someone, because that's what you're paid to do. You're paid to act like someone who you're not, which is hilarious. And people think that they can trust actors and actresses. What? Like, no. Like, no. You get paid to literally act like someone you're not. You're literally an actor, so I'm not going to believe you. Have you ever thought about that? Think about that. Think about how they use actors, and they pay them a lot of money to then convince you to buy something or do something. It's a narrative-creating media conglomerate, and they use people like this because the movie stars and all the people and stuff that you looked up to, blah, blah, blah. That's how they did it that's how they psyoped everyone during the C time, during COVID time. They psyoped everyone and said, oh, we're going to get all the people that you love to flip the script and tell you to get the jab, so then you feel bad and you won't kill grandma. It's the truth. So you can't be afraid. You can't be the 99%. You got to be the 1% going up the stairs saying, you know what? I'm not gonna listen to you. I'm not gonna listen to you because I don't have to. Okay, so this is hilarious. Did we lose it? Oh, we lost it because it's that quick that a payphone will go away. There was the last remaining We love this. Yeah, good morning to whoever has not been shaken out yet because the bulls are about to come in. This is almost like a very similar video to that guy diving over to try and tackle the judge. How has the internet not made that meme yet with the bull going and tackling into the judge? Can someone make that, please? Can someone please make that? All right, guys, so if you haven't been following me yet on x.com, it's at DanoCrypto904. We make some funny memes ourselves. We've been liking that one. That one's fun. Okay, so this is what's happening around the world. We have Argentina and we have El Salvador having talks together about how they can continue the trend of making Bitcoin a legal tender in those countries. So this is huge. This means that there's going to be some mass peer-to-peer trading like Bitcoin was meant to be between countries. Now, this is going to eliminate a lot of middlemen, and I think it's going to piss a lot of people off, to be honest, because it eliminates all these middlemen that want to get in the way of a transaction. That's all they're there for, is to take and filter and funnel money out of people just trying to do one transaction to the next. It's just like how people in different countries and governments have taken the knees out of farmers because they're like, whoa. They're like, no, you're not just going to grow your food and then go sell it. Like, no, I need a piece of that. How dare you? And then what they do is then they get the money and they get all this stuff, and then it's like it's crap. So it's all about middlemen. They all want to get a piece of the pie. And the reason why peer-to-peer networks, really ultimately systems of control don't like it, because it's a way that people can just transact between each other without them like having any control over it. And they don't like that. So this is why Argentina is actively exploring the adoption of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. So, and it's the banks, guys. It's the banks. And then there's this rumor, there's this big rumor that the Rothschilds, and all these people, they're the ones that created Bitcoin and they're allowing it to happen. And yes, that's a theory, but really, you don't know. We really don't know. We really don't know. You can make all the theories in the world, but I guarantee you that there is going to be something happening here in the next couple years that's going to be a big paradigm shift of how we think about money and how we are going to transact in this world. And you can already see it playing out in China. You can see it playing out in other countries, total dictator communist countries where they are controlling their people by massive AI surveillance cameras that can do facial recognition and can tell and monitor if you're getting up out of your chair at work and talking at the water cooler. And the moment that you do that, they're deducting it out of your pay, and they're only charging you, or they're only paying you for the time that you are sitting down at that desk, or they're giving you demerits and giving you a social score by how much you are being a human, basically. Oh, you're being a human, not a robot working? You better go back to work, robot. And if you don't, I'm going to take that CBDC out of your paycheck, and you're not going to be able to use it. Oh, you said a joke that we didn't like? Oh, no, you're not allowed to say jokes because we are going to block all of your food supply if you don't change what you just said. We're not going to let you drive your electric car because we don't like what you're saying. We're going to turn off all your internet. We're going to turn off all... So, guys, get rid of the middlemen. You know what? The middlemen, sorry, bye. We don't need you. We can be our own bank. We can be our own sovereign family structure inside of a community that understands the same thing, and we can all work together and trade and not kill each other. How about that? But there's psychopaths in this world that want to control every single facet of your life, and buy AI and a CBDC or a some type of currency that is digitally controlled that they can monitor you and just destroy you. That's what's going to happen. I think that was the government calling and saying, stop talking right now. Let's see who that is. Guys, that was Gary Gensler. He said, if you don't be quiet right now, I'm going to come in your garage and you're going to be done, son. That's what he just came in and gave me the scoop. I'm really sorry, guys, but Gary just came in. I'm sorry. He's just he's really angry that we're even talking about what we're talking about right now. He's not going to allow it.
Fraudsters.
He will not allow it.
Fraudsters. Scam artists. Ponzi schemes. Hucksters. Fraudsters. Scam artists. Ponzi schemes. Hucksters. Fraudsters. Scam artists. Ponzi schemes. Hucksters, fraudsters, scam artists, Ponzi schemes, hucksters, fraudsters, scam artists, Ponzi schemes, hucksters, fraudsters, scam artists, Ponzi schemes, hucksters, hucksters. Hucksters.
Oh, we love it. Okay. Oh, shout out to Assange. We got Bitcoin memes. So all right. So some Bitcoin legends understood it way before any of us. This was June 9th, 2011. Julian Assange says Bitcoin will be revolutionary. So shout out to Julian Assange. Protect Julian Assange at all costs. People like that putting their neck on the line to just reveal truth because these people are psychopaths. Gotta put a seal of protection on those people. Okay. Anything else we got to talk about? Oh yeah, guys. So we are running a treasure giveaway. Play the song, the Sonic song. I can't. I'll get copyrighted. They'll copyright me, and then my video, I'll have to mute sections of it. I want to play the Sonic song. I want to play this song. It's this song. It's that with that video, it's really great. It's like it slaps. It's really good. We could play the pump song, though. We could play our pump song. All right, so yeah, we're running a campaign right now with BITFLEX up until June 20th for a chance to win a Trezor cold wallet. And this thing's really, really cool. It's super easy to set up. It only took about 10, 15 minutes to set up. And what you can do is it has a dashboard for a PC or Mac. And it's just an easy way that you can see the networks and stuff. And it's not just Bitcoin or Ethereum. Like, you can do Solana. I'm pretty sure you can do some of the tokens and make it fully open for other deposits of tokens on different chains. So it's pretty cool, guys. So yeah, make sure you do that. Make sure if you haven't checked out this exchange, they are very reputable, very safe, and I would say it is one of our better favorite ones. So, and all of the links in the description, guys, just helps directly support the channel. So if you want to use those, that would be super, super cool. And just a reminder, guys, that you go into the Discord. We have about 100 members in the Discord, and we'd love for you guys to be active in there and make sure you make yourselves known. And so now we're going to go into the section here. We're going to get into what is performing good right now. Okay, so look, we told you SHIB is going to be performing well because of, it's just Shiba Inu. So it's just going to perform well. The whales have been buying. It already broke out of the range. It broke out of this long range. We have a massive, regressed trend that gave us an opportunity to really accumulate SHIB. Whales accumulated a crazy amount of SHIB. They still didn't really take much profits. Like they took some, but they're still buying. So what they did is they're just like, they bought a crap ton here. They sold some here, but not all of it because they're in for the long run. They don't want these measly gains. They don't want a measly, they don't want a measly 300%. They're like, no, I want like a 1000x. Like this is what they're wanting. They're wanting like they're wanting 1000%. They're wanting a 20 to 50x move here. So what we need to do, I don't know if our math is right, Jesus. But yeah, so so with SHIB pulling this move that we are speculating, we are and so we're not in a SHIB trade, which I feel like we should be, but we are in the bone trade. So this is where a lot of the times what you can do is you can see a coin that's connected with another, and you can be in the coin that's under the underlying coin way before it pumps, because then you're going to see, say, for instance, you're going to see SHIB pump and then bone. So I've already gotten a great entry on bone to be able to catch a potential 40% move to the upside when we see SHIB crushing it. And it happens fast, guys, because you look at the daily chart, you got nice green candle here, 12% move to the upside. Then on the next day, you got, another 10%, and then a massive candle here, 43% daily candle here. So that's what we're waiting for, and we're sitting at support. Yo, what's going on? Shout out to Jay Spizzle Crypto. What's going on? And we got Wheeze Barney. Hope everyone is feeling well. We're talking about Bone right now. So if you're not familiar with Bone, it's Shiba Swap, and and there's also a lot of other tokens that are in the Shiba Inu ecosystem when it comes to Shibarium. You have Bone, you have Leash, you have Treat. There's probably more. That's just what I follow in Bone. So there's probably more. I'm sure there's more. When you start getting into chains and different ecosystems, I mean, it gets crazy. So, but guys, hope everyone's doing well. Thanks for everyone for being active in the chat, and we hope you are keyed in on a lot of these coins. We are also invested in the Me token, the Medieval Empires token. So we know that there are major partnerships going on with this coin. I mean, it's backed by a lot of famous people, and also it just has good tokenomics. I think that yeah, we're glad you're here too. Yeah, so we think that this is going to be another breakout of a bull flag that we've seen previously in the coins that we've mentioned, like Shiba Inu, Pepe, all these coins, even Floki, Doge. What was another one that was sitting in this one? XYO was sitting in a bull flag. Bitcoin was sitting in one. A lot of coins were sitting in these really nice bull flag patterns like this. And so we've been trading on that, and also thinking, look, I mean, this thing's got really nice strength. We love seeing this. A little bit more of a dump than we'd like from this wedge, because we like to see it kind of breaking out a little bit stronger, which it did. But now we're in a great accumulation range, sitting on Me token. And what's gonna happen? I like Elio Trades and Alex Becker's take on crypto gaming is they say all it's going to take is one of these crypto games to get mass Minecraft, Fortnite level adoption, and that's going to send the whole crypto gaming market into unknown territory, because then everyone is going to be speculating into what is going to be the thing that people pick to play the most. What that does is people are just gonna be chucking money at gaming projects, dashboards, whatever you call it, whatever you want to, like anything. I mean, anything and everything. And then caveat that with AI, tech-based crypto projects that might be advertising, metaverse. I mean, go down the line: Sandbox, Decentraland, Mana. The other side, Ape token, anything that's got a metaverse connected to it. Just go down the list. I mean, we're going to, all it's going to take is just one thing to get mass adoption, and we're going to see a massive run on gaming coins. And so this is why I'm following. I'm very, very small, focused on very few projects in gaming, because I don't want to be spread too thin. So I think if you're going to be like index trading into a game studio, Nakamoto Games has been that one for me, because it's involved with other games and AAA game companies. With the NAKA token, they have their own metaverse and they have their own games. So it's kind of like a full encompassing thing that you can invest in. And then you got things kind of like GameSwift and other things similar to GameSwift that are dashboards of AAA games, and they have their own games. And it's a way of like almost like Steam. So then you have those things. And then you have the tokens themselves, like the gaming token. And so... And then like Matic, if you like Polygon, they're heavily into gaming and they're connected with the Me token. So it's kind of like you could say, so for me, I'm like, look, I'm gonna focus on Matic. I'm gonna focus on Nakamoto Games. I'm going to focus on the Me token and GameSwift. Arbitrum and AVAX, I know, are heavily into gaming. Especially AVAX, because they are the chain that is going to be partnered with this big Xbox game that's going to be crypto related. So you could just kind of, go down the list. I mean, you could build your own narrative, but that's what we've been following. All right, so we got someone asking a question. Which cryptocurrency projects or coins do you find most promising right now? Well, I'd say, for me, It is ticker Bitcoin. For memes for memes, this is for memes. For Ethereum is Pepe, Bitcoin, Floki, Shiba Inu. Yeah. And then for Solana, we've been following Ponky. And then we like Doge. We like Dogecoin. We like STG. I think STG is a great multi-chain token that is a great bridge, and it has a lot of chain functionality, so that's a great altcoin. Layer 2s, we love Phantom and Metis. Those are our favorite, some of our favorite Layer 2s, Metis and Phantom. And this is the Phantom token, FTM Phantom Opera. And then we have Near Protocols, kind of like the competition, I think, against Solana, and is dealing with AI, social media, NFTs, gaming, networking. They're partnered with Amazon, all that stuff. So Near Protocols a watch. And then you got Chainlink. We love XYO. We've talked about XYO. If you haven't seen our recent video on XYO, please do watch that. Leave your comments on that video and your thoughts about what you think about XYO. We think XYO is going to be 1,000% move to the upside, performing whenever Ethereum breaks all-time highs. When Ethereum breaks all-time highs, this is what's going to happen with XYO. We're going to see an 800% move to the upside. I mean, it's just going to happen. So I just want you guys to be prepared for it while we've been talking about this. And we're not telling you to buy XYO. We're just telling you to keep your eye on it. And you make your own financial decision, because we're just going by previous data. November 2021, when we saw mega run on altcoin season and altcoin summer, this is where we're going to range back into it. So this is what we've kept on our list. And so we're going to caveat that with... oh, yeah. So Jay Spizzle, good point. Yeah, and we've mentioned this too. Axie Infinity had over 2 million daily active users in its prime and had tokenomics. So you're right. If we can just get one good game to blow up, normal gaming will go away and crypto will be like all the way. Well, yes, we've mentioned that. We've mentioned that before, that, like, you know, when Axie, it had such a hard barrier to entry at a point because it got so popular that in one Axie was like $1,000. And so the lowest cost barrier entry to be able to even start the game, this is why people were paying, or people were like getting mules. They had mules across the network farming Axies for them and paying them in love and smooth love potion, and then created this whole counter ecosystem because people were farming other people. It was wild. It got that wild that people were farming other people, and it was farming, and it was like this giant Ponzi that started to happen with SLP. So this was and this is crazy. I remember that. Yeah. So oh, okay. So yeah. So you actually had a team. Yeah. So if you guys don't remember that, that's what was happening. People were actually like farming other people to farm their Axies, so then they could just be like, you know, it's like craziness. So you got to think about games like on Solana, like Star Atlas. I've tested out Star Atlas, and I haven't tested out any 3D, any kind of like virtual game, but I've tested out sending a ship to a planet to gather resources, and you have to have the NFTs of ammo, fuel, food, all that stuff to be able to actually go and send your ship into the territory that you're sending it into, part of the metaverse. And then as it's there, it's collecting the resources and doing its thing. And then you're gaining Atlas token by doing so, and also the resources. And then that's how the game works. And then it goes by microtransactions of USDC or the Atlas token. And so that's how it does the transact, or the gameplay through that. And that's just for like Star Atlas. And this is the thing that people are going to need to wrap their heads around, is that there's going to be multiple ecosystems of peer-to-peer tokenomics in almost all these games. So Nakamoto Games, we talked about Nakamoto Games, they actually have, if you read their white paper on their metaverse, they have a fully separate ecosystem based on the NAKA token. And this is with their games that you go into their arcade with, and also when their Metaverse 2.0 really launches and you can have a fully integrated NAKA ecosystem operating inside the game. So the sky's the limit. The potential for what you can do as a business or as a brand or anything inside these games is monumental. It's just crazy, guys. So this is just with gaming. So, but what we're trying to do is build a small, tight list for people to consider, do their research, and then just web out from there. Or you can say, oh, these are strong, and this is a good place to start. Because I think a lot of the times, me and Mr. M were talking about it on the stream this morning on the Moon Show, that if you're spread across too many things, you're missing the opportunity to really just be kind of like convicted, like having the conviction and the will to be able to just be like, this is the narrative. This is what's strong. I'm still going to take profits, but this is what I'm not going to get spread too thin on too many things and get distracted. Because that's what happened with me, even knowing that Pepe was like, it should have just been a no-brainer to just DCA and hold Pepe into an election year, especially with what the narrative is for it. And because of the noise and the distraction and of what crypto is, we're all squirrel-brained in crypto. We have the memory of a goldfish. We're very volatile. We'll sell in a heartbeat, and we have paper hands. But if you were to just have DCA'd into Pepe this entire time from a year, you'd be a millionaire. And people have proven that, but it takes strong will to not be able to get freaking distracted. And it's just the truth. And you know when you've been distracted because it's when you're selling at a loss and the red and you're buying in the green into another token that pumped because there were white listed addresses that just bought it and it looks like it's doing great. And then when your little funky butt comes in and buys right here or wherever, at the top, that's when everyone has already made their money. And you just swapped out of the thing that you had been talking about for months and months and months and said, this thing is going to do well, but it's just kind of being boring right now. And then this is what ends up happening. Look at this. All during this time from May 2023 all the way to February, Pepe was boring and it wasn't going to go anywhere. Blah, 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 distraction, cabal, you guys suck. This is not going to happen to me again, and I hope it doesn't happen to you either. But this is the truth. So conviction and time in the market beats money in the market all day. Don't get distracted by pump and dump schemes. And guys, I'll see you on the next stream. But it's pretty freaking crazy. So I hope you guys get some knowledge out of this, because what I'm talking about is the truth. And all you got to do is just build a solid small bag, and you can just chill. You don't even have to have the anxiety or the stress or even try and worry about trading. And it's just like DCA, pick your narratives, pick your thing, and we can call it a day, son. All right, so love all you guys. Thank you so much for being on the channel today. This was the end of the 11:30 live stream for Dano Crypto, and I hope you guys are going to come back later for the 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time live stream, because we are going to build a nice little narrative for you guys to where we can get into the most recent news that has broken for the rest of the day, because who knows what's going to happen in the next 24 hours in crypto, because that's just how it is. It is what it is, guys. And I'm glad we had some new people come in to watch the stream, like Jay Spizzle here, Jay Spizzle. And thank you so much to all the people that have been supporting the channel thus far. We really do appreciate you guys. If it wasn't for you guys coming in and interacting with each other, chatting amongst yourselves, and keeping me on my toes, we would not have a live stream. So I really do appreciate you, and I hope to see you later on the 8 p.m. live stream. And God bless. Go out, touch some grass for a little bit, and I'll see you later. Peace.